Hey fellow beaters, so I know it's been a little bit of a time. I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted, but I do have a new tutorial for you. It's these cute little earrings. So this is a really fun project. It doesn't take too long to make the earrings. And it's a really simple component to make. And you know what I typically like to do is make different components and then assemble them together. So I think this will make a great pair of earrings, and I'll probably also make a bracelet or a necklace. I haven't kind of figured that out yet. But anyway, it's good to hopefully you guys get back into the routine of uploading my videos. And in addition, I'm going to be doing a couple more videos a week. So I might be doing 2 or 3. I haven't kind of figured out my schedule yet. I'm still working it out because you know, I do have a full-time job, and so I gotta make sure the job is taken care of because gotta buy beads, right? So anyway, I think you guys are gonna like this. I'm gonna have a close-up and then we can get started. Okay, guys, well, enjoy. Bye. Here is the close-up of the earrings. So what you're gonna need in terms of materials are 11 seed beads. So I'm using these nickel-plated silver Toho 11s, 4mm bicones. You'll need 8 of those, 4 per earring. And this is the aqua. I'm using 4mm fire polish, so that's the center here in the earring. And I'm using a Labrador fire polish. This is 4mm, and then I'm using my Bordeaux superduos beads. So you'll need a good amount of those. This particular bead is called, it's a drop bead, but it's called a twist bead. It's one of the newer beads, so you don't necessarily have to have that. You just need, you might, you know, this is an optional step to add the drop. But if you like the little drop, then that's what you need, is some type of drop bead. Mine happens to be this little twist bead, and it's Jet Vega Twist is what the color is, just Vega. And I got it from Art Beads, and there is 6 by 12 millimeters. So all of this will be in the description box, you know, below the video. So just look under where it says see more. You'll need about, I'm using 0.006 wildfire thread, size 10 beading needle. You'll need about 2.5 feet per earring. And of course you'll need your ear wire of choice. These make up in about an hour, and I think they're really cute and fun. So I think you guys will really enjoy the tutorial. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start this with 4 superduos and our 4mm bicones. And they're going to be in alternating order, and then we are going to make a circle. So I'm just going to tie my overhead knot, which I don't know why I always have so much trouble to do this on camera, but I seem to. And there's my knot. And you don't want to make this super tight because we'll be going through the beads again. So try not to make it too tight. Okay, so it went ahead and I think I went the wrong way. Or no, there we go. So go through the bicone and come out of the superduo. And then what you're going to do is pick up 5 11 beads, and you're going to go into the next superduo. So I'm just going to flip this up so I can work that way. And that's what you should have. And you're going to repeat this all the way around. So I'm picking up another 5 of my 11os, and I'm going to go into this next superduo. And we do it again, 5 more. Go into the superduo. and one more time. There's my 5. I'm going to go into and so this is what you have. Don't worry that this looks a little weird, or it's not sitting quite right. That's okay. Well, it gets fixed down the line. But you should have this sort of diamond shaped. And then again, I flip the work, and I'm coming out of this hole, so I'm going to go into this upper hole of my super duo, and my earring is wrapped around, or the thread is wrapped around my earring there. Okay, so now you're going to pick up 7. So that's 5, 6, and 7, 11 O's, and you go into this next hole of the super duo, just like that. Pick up 3 super duos and go back around the super duo where your thread's exiting. And you get this. Pick up 7, 11 O's now. Yep, there's my 7. I'm going to go into the next super duo. Don't worry about how the beads sit. So if you're seeing some cupping or whatever, I wouldn't worry about it. All of that will get straightened out. And now I'm going to pick up my 3 super duos, and I'm going to go back around just like so. I'm going to pick up 7 again of my 11 O's, go into the next super duo here, pick up 3 11 O's. We're going to go back around the top hole of my super duo. Make sure that you do get that tightened so there's not any slack there. Just getting the tail thread out of the way. I'm going to pick up 7 again. So there's 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'm going to go into this last super duo here. And we're back where we started in this round. And I got to add my 3 11 O's. All right. So you're going to have this so far. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go into the middle bead of our group of 7. So I'm in bead number 4 in this group of 7, and I'm going to pick up 2 11 O's, but first I'm going to push that through to the other side. Pick up 2 and go into the middle bead here. And this brings this together, like so. Pick up 2 again and find the middle bead of this one. Pick up 2. And pick up 2 one last time, and then go through that first group of 7 that we started this round. All right, so you bring it all together and that's what you get. You get this nice little lattice pattern. And we're going to go through all of those beads again just to reinforce. And once more. And I believe this is the last one. All right, so now what we need to do is get back over to the other side. So I'm going to go down, so I'm coming out of one of these seed beads that was part of the group of 7, right, in this loop here. So I'm coming out of this one here. So I'm going to go down these 3 on the side. And then I'm going to go into my superduo here. And we're back to the front. Okay, so now the next part, what we're going to do is go all the way to the first superduo. So I'm coming out of this one. I want to go over, get over to that side. All right. The angle's a little off, so I can't go through 2 of them, but I'll go through them one at a time. And there's my first one. Now I'm going to switch and go into the other hole of this last one here. So make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. And then you pick up 2 11-0s and we go into this next superduo. And we do it again, pick up 2 11-0s and go into superduo number 3. So you have this. Now you pick up 1 11-0. And what you're going to do is go into the bicone over here. And then pick up another 11-0 and go into the superduo that's over there in this next group here. Whoops, bumped the camera. Sorry about that. And we're going to pick up 2 11-0s and we're going to go into the next superduo. And then 2 more. And we go into the next superduo here. So in this case, make sure that your tension is a little bit tighter. You want these superduos to kind of to stay really snug. So they're actually going to kind of stand up. And 1 11-0. And then this time we connect to the bicone. Go through the bicone. And that's what you're getting. And so you're going to repeat this again. And I need more 11-0s. I only have 2 out here. All right. So I'm going to grab an 11-0 and I'm going to go into my superduo here. Pick up 2 more 11-0s and go into our middle superduo. Which, by the way, I think I didn't mention this earlier, but make sure you check the holes of your superduos because at this point, you really don't want to undo your work to find out that the hole is clogged. And we are going to pick up 2 and go into the superduo. we pick up 1, go into the bicone, and the thread is wrapped, so you want to make sure that doesn't happen, and give it a tug. So make sure that there's no slack. Sometimes there's slack over here between the 11-0 and the bicone, so you want to make sure none of that is loose. So now we are going to go and pick up an 11-0, and then we go through this next superduo here in this next group. Pick up 2 11-0s, and we go through the superduo here. I'm giving it a tug. I'm going to do 2 more. And then through the superduo. And now we are going to pick up 1 11-0, and we go back through the bicone here. And again, make sure that doesn't get wrapped like that. Give everything a tug. And you can see there's, obviously there's curvature because those are they're pulled up. And the superduos that are pulled up is what I'm trying to say. We are going to pick up 1 11-0 and go through our superduo here, so we're kind of back where we started. So that's what you should get at this point. And we are going to go up into the 2 11-0s and our superduo here, just the superduo. I'm going to pick up 6 11-0s, and this is going to be my loop for the ear wire. And I'm going to come back around. The superduo. So you get, go through, and reinforce. I'm going to do it one more time. So like I said, I usually do these things 3 times, so I'm just doing it one more time. All right, so the loop's done. Now we got to work our way down to the bicone. So I'm going to go down these 11-0s here and my superduo and my next 11-0. And I'm going to come out of the bicone here. All right, so again, make sure you're giving everything a good tug. Everything's nice and tight. And what you're now going to do is pick up an 11-0, and I'm using a 4mm fire polish here, so this is going to go in the middle here. And it's kind of up to you. You can use another bicone if you want. It's really up to you. I kind of like the way this fire polish looks, so that's what I'm using. So what you're going to do now is go through the bicone that's directly across. So I'm exiting out of this one, so I'm going to go into this one here. And then I pick up an 11-0 and I'm going to go back through just the fire polish. And then pick up another 11-0. So let's make sure I got this right. All right, I thought I picked up an 11-0. I did not. Okay, so before you go through your fire polish, you're coming out of this bicone here now. So pick up an 11-0, then go through the fire polish. So that's what you should get. And then pick up another 11-0. And you're going to go back through the same bicone that we originally started, but you're going to go through the other side of it. So here's this side, and that's where I went through and came around. And that's what you should get. So here's where we were. Here's my loop for the ear wire, just to orient you. I came down this way, went through this bicone, picked up an 11-0, fire polish 11-0, went through the bicone over here, pick up another 11-0, go through the fire polish, pick up an 11-0, and then go through the bicone. And I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce this just a little bit. And this is kind of an optional step. If it looks like it's kind of snug, you're good to go. But come out of that bicone, go through the 11-0 fire polish. Go through this next 11-0. Through my little bicone here. Make sure the thread doesn't get wrapped anywhere. And then into this 11-0 and the fire polish on the other side, basically. Coming back around to the starting point of this step, and then the 11-0. And that should be really secure at this point. Then through the bicone. And this is what you're going to get. Okay, so now I'm going to go through this super duo down here. And my bicone. So what I'm trying to do is basically get to this super duo. So I got through this super duo bicone, and then I also got through the 11-0 here. And now I am gonna go ahead and go through the super duo and the 11-0s. Go through the super duo there. So I'm directly opposite my loop, which is what I want. So there's my ear wire loop. And now what I'm going to do is pick up two 11-0s, my drop bead, and if I can just get to it, and then two more 11-0s. So you bring those down and you go back through the super duo. Then go through and just reinforce all the beads again. So I'm just going through the 11-0s there, my drop. So, and this actually is a twist bead. I think I mentioned that earlier. And if you can manage it, depending on the angle of the beads, go through the rest of the 11-0s in the super duo. And there we have it. So basically the earring's all done, and now we just need to tie off. And what I'm going to do is just do some half-hitch knots and get the thread away. So I'm going to do a half hitch here between the 11-0 and the superduo. And then continue onward. And I'm going to go through the bicone. And the 11-0 here, and probably do another half hitch. But it's really kind of up to you wherever you do the half hitch. I like to do them in the bigger beads because then I can hide the knots. So now I can do a half hitch between that superduo and go through the superduo and the 11-0. Okay, well, just the superduo. Now the two 11-0s here, and do another half hitch. So that's 3. So I'm just weaving this away a little bit to get the knot away. And probably through the bicone, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut my threads. All right, just need an ear wire, which I have right here. And there's our earrings. Well, I hope you guys like this tutorial. I think these are really cute, and it's kind of a fun little component. Here's the back. Oops, it's upside down. There's what the back looks like. And very easy. Make them up in about an hour. You can make up the pair in an hour. It takes about half an hour to make one. And anyway, just a fun little component. All right, I will see you in the next one.